Ah! Oh. Does it really matter your gender, your sexual orientation, your religious affiliations, whatever, your nationalities, your ethnicity, fill in the blank? Does it matter whether you're a boy or a girl when you really like something? Amen, sister. Passion does not discriminate. Full stop. Hello friends, my name is Benoit Kim, a UPenn educated psychotherapist and your favorite yapper. Welcome to my detailed psychological analysis of the new series, My Dress Up Darling, Episode 2. Attack Nation Zero, Vinny, Foxglove Gaming, Weixiang, Project Norway, Samsonian, Fidelis, and Minakeme are the sponsor tier highlights of today's video. I appreciate your support. Shout out to all the yappers out there, especially for upgrading. Remember, you matter. You are worthy. Sit back, and I hope you enjoy the new series. The young ladies of the humiliating club of the Volume 2. Obviously, that's a comedic portrayal of her obsession and fanatic passion, which is amazing. Much respect. And the same thing for our main character. Well, they're both main characters, but also his passion. Remember his biggest fear out of his rejection from his childhood trauma from that girl when he was younger is that he's a loner because he doesn't not want to burden other people with his passion. He doesn't know what else to talk about besides his passion. But now he is facing the same person who is not afraid, who is not ashamed of her passion, regardless if the audience or other people have any ideas or any interest or not. Because she accepts herself for who she is. The bad, the ugly, and especially the good. And I'm pretty sure he is going to learn from her throughout this journey together. Episode 2 is called Wanna Hurry Up and Do It? Wow, okay, the title is already suggesting very lewd stuff, but I'm sure it's nothing sexual, right? But I'm sure it's more about like do the cosplay, let's finally get to work, make the clothes, make the outfit. That's my prediction.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Me either. She's about to say, for real? Let me give you a basic rundown, and I'm sure she's gonna go off. Eroge? What is that? Like erotica? A guy enrolling in an all-girls school is common? Alright, this episode 2 is already starting off cray-cray, but let's see. Wait, but the sex slaves and Slippery Girls 2 is doing out of love? But if you're doing out of love, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of sex slaves? That's very antithesis to each other. Antithesis, definition right here, it just means they're the opposite of each other. Yeah. If you're doing out of love, then why are you slaves? Huh. Oxymoron. Humiliation Club. Alright, first of all, Gojo-kun, I'm pretty familiar with games. I play games in my own time, but this is definitely not typical games. Like Humiliation Club, Sex Slaves, I've never played games like that. No, she's pretty serious. No, she's not joking. I told you, I called it. She's still going. She's in her right here inside of her internal worlds. Obviously, the show's not showing us, but from my speculation, inside of her mind, Gojo has disappeared, vanished. It's just herself, in her own worlds, and he happens to co-occupy the same space. Because again, that's the flow states, right? Gojo has into the flow states. He taps into that when he's making the doll's outfit. He's really thinking about what to do, how to make the most delicate work, because it is a delicate craftsmanship from what episode 1 has revealed so far. She's the same thing, just flow states. Obsession, called it. I could be like her. Jeez. I hope this show doesn't have too much unnecessary fan service. I get it's cosplay, right? They're, I guess, building characters, putting down and setting up the foundation for two characters, their upbringing, their interests, their common hobbies, who they are, because they didn't just meet, but their path just crossed. But yeah, I hope they don't include too much unnecessary fan service. I'm just personally not a fan. I'm more into like more symbolic, deeper emotional storytelling and such. But episode 1 was pretty wholesome, and the message was pretty deep with childhood trauma, how it influences our adulthood, all of our relationship forming as a result of our childhood experiences, rejections, hurt, attachment style. So I'm sure the episode and the show will pick up with this wholesomeness and deep messages. But so far, a lot of fan service. He doesn't get it. Yep. Yeah. Like I said in episode 1, passion recognizes passion. And I hope Gojo-kun can emulate and learn from her passion. And again, her ability to not care about people's perceptions about her. But of course, people will be like, oh, Benoit, that's easy to be said. I agree, for sure. It's easier said than done. And there's always people who are like, oh, don't care about what other people think. Perceptions don't matter. What are you talking about? Of course it does. Humans, or sociality, definition right here. Sociality is a field of study that studies social relationships, like society, sociology, things like that. Because society is comprised of people, and people are comprised of individual relationships. Individual relationships are made of every single and individual psychology. Because psychology is obsolete. Psychology is meaningless without a relationship, the container of relationship. That's why, of course, we care about what other people think. That's not the point. The point is, despite knowing that people think about you, we still are choosing to be ourselves authentically. We are still saying yes to ourselves authentically, honestly, because we matter. We are worthy. If you're going to put other people's opinions that we don't always care about above our own opinions about ourselves, what does that say about us? At the end of the day, who is responsible to live out the life that is given to us? Us. That's why we have to say yes to ourselves first, despite and in spite of what other people think. So comparison is, of course, normal. Perception is normal. People will, say things, of course. But at the end of the day, here's the good news. Most of us are very selfish, and most of us are thinking about ourselves 99.9% of the time. Here's a last pro tip before we resume. Right now, everyone take a pause and pay attention. I challenge every single one of you watching that's feeling insecure, that's overly fixated and thinking about what other people think, people's judgments. Answer my question. Can you remember what you ate or what you did 2 weekends ago? What about 2 Saturdays ago? What did you eat for lunch? What did you wear that morning 2 Saturdays ago? I bet most of you cannot remember. Let's go a step further. Name one person you met or hung out this week. Can you tell me the exact same outfit they wore? Doesn't matter, guy or girl. Could be your best friends. Can you tell me what they wore for their outfits when you guys hung out this week? I bet 99% of you guys cannot. Why? Because most of us are thinking about ourselves. Because we have to survive, go to school, go to work, pay our bills, our relational conflicts, our own trauma. Nothing against that. But the point is, most people are busy living their own lives. They're not thinking about us 24/7. That's our own internal judgments projecting outward. You guys see what I'm saying? So please say yes and choose yes. And choose your own opinions about yourselves above all else. Period. Wagata? Not really. Bro, that wasn't helpful at all. Sure, it's hentai, it's perversive, it's a pervy game, but it's epic. It's an epic hentai desu. See, she is zero shame. She's like, I own this. Slippery Girl 2 all the way. I respect that. Ah. Ooh. Does it really matter your gender, your sexual orientation, your religious affiliations, whatever, your nationalities, your ethnicity, fill in the blank? Does it matter whether you're a boy or a girl when you really like something? Amen, sister. Passion does not discriminate. Full stop. Deep. Flashback about his childhood trauma again. He didn't answer the question, but he's crying, he's tearing up because he felt validated. His sense of self was validated, acknowledged for the first time. He felt seen and heard for who he is for the first time since that initial rejection when he was a boy. A beginner's guide. Do you see that? Both of them now standing next to each other. You can see both of their passions exuding, oozing out. He is super happy and passionate about this introduction guide to cosplay outfit making because, again, he's a professional sewer. He makes dolls for a living. He loves nothing more than the doll. He comes from a lineage, family of henna dolls making. So he's a professional. That's why he's super passionate. He's like, this is amazing. And obviously she is super happy because he's about to make her cosplay. And anything cosplay related, especially about this Shizuka, whatever the main character from Slippery Girls 2, she's like, oh my gosh. But just take a moment to appreciate both of them, two main characters, two protagonists, who are seemingly from the opposite worlds, which is the title of episode 1, standing next to each other, becoming a unit of one, united by their common passion. Not the same subject of passion, but the common passion, same level of passion nonetheless. So. They even had the same thought. They're like, wait, this tells you literally every step-by-step like IKEA installation guide. But to be fair, I'm not the most handy person, right? God is fair. He gave me a brain, but did not give me the mechanical handy skills. I'm not handy whatsoever. I would follow this manual guide, installation guide, step by step from IKEA or whatever furniture, and it would take me hours, and I will still mess up. I'll forget to screw here and there, and I was like, wait, this is not assembling correctly. So I feel for her that even with this detailed of a guide, she still cannot do it. Because not everyone's gifted with their hands, right? I've never been gifted with like, I don't know, just craftsmanship, and I'm just not a handy person. I'm more of a yapper. Nice, good boundaries. I think he also said that because he wants to take his time and study the introduction guide. Because remember, he's a craftsman. Every craftsman, whether it's music, arts, Sports, because sports is a craftsman, whatever it is, they like to be deliberate. They like preparation. It reminds me of a famous quote that Albert Einstein once said. He's like, I'd rather spend 95% of my time studying the problem and actually 5% to solving the problem. What does that say? Preparation is key. Because if you're too hasty, you're prone to make mistakes. There's another famous saying, measure twice, cut once. Measure twice and cut once. Because to minimize mistakes, you have to maximize your preparation. I think that's why Gojo is saying no to doing it right now. Yes, level 1 is getting late. Sure. Level 2, I think he also wants to spend time because he needs to make his hinados. That's his number 1 passion. Number 1, uno, first and foremost. But level 3, he wants to maximize his preparation so he can be the most diligent, the best he can be with this new craftsmanship, making cosplay for her. That's why he's like, let's do it over after the weekend on Monday so he has time to prepare. Arigato. Yay. Oh. Oh. So wholesome. He zapped. Yeah. Today was the most eventful day in his adolescent life in many, 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 many years. That's why I think he's drained emotionally, physically, because the adrenaline crash. But after the spike comes the crash. So I think Gojo is crashing physically, emotionally, and psychologically. Why? Because she is one of a kind. One of the most popular girls. He probably had a secret crush on her. Not just him. I'm sure many boys in the classroom. He thought he would never interact with her out of his insecurity, low self-esteem. But most importantly, the childhood trauma of rejection from that girl. To interacting, faithful encounter after the classroom, in that sewing room, and boom. He's like, wow, so much has happened today. He's gonna study the guide, called it. Yep. Preparation. What? It's the weekend? It's the day after? Los. Literally Gojo, his last name, and Hinados, boom. Cheesecake. She's in. She bought that cheesecake for 2 reasons. Number 1, hospitality. But level 2, as a distraction. Level 3, that's a bribery. Because, guys, doesn't matter what age you are. You could be in high school or 32 years old like myself. Free food works. The best bribery, in my mind, because I'm a big foodie. Food is life, baby. Food is life. Is food, delicious food, as bribery. In this case, cheesecake. She's so comfortable already. It's very clean. Oh, he didn't make them bed this morning? The dude instinct comes out. But now it's not just a girl. It's one of the most, if not the most popular girl from his classroom in his room outside of his grandpa. His testosterone, his hormones, his just dude instinct is off the chart. His heart is so loud. Dung, 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 dung. He literally cannot hear anything she's saying. He has disconnected from the reality. He's literally having a reality breaking. His reality is breaking. He's having a reality breaking moments because his hormones off the spike, and this is a meaningful first time. It's a major milestone for him to, for the first time, have someone else besides a family member to visit his home, let alone his room, let alone not judge him for his hinado making, but rather accept him unconditionally, even admiring his passion for making the dolls. Also, can you guys tell I'm really trying hard to make this show and my analysis as wholesome as possible. Anyway, you be a human and have conversation. It's like an earthquake. Nice. Pretty good grounding. Good mindfulness skills. That's the episode title, Wanna Hurry Up and Do It. And I called it, it sounds super hentai, but reality, wanna make the cosplay outfit. Pretty obvious setup. Skinship, physical contact. Oh, they have to take off the outfit. Of course. It has to be skin contact. She's gonna, what? Ah, she came prepared. She came super prepared. That didn't solve the problem at all. Ah. To be fair, what she's wearing, sure, it's bikini, but it's like it's pretty like it's showing a lot of skin. I forgot what the word I was looking for. I don't want to call it like a sexy bikini because she's a high schooler, but I get it. He's in high school, she's in high school, so for them it's super age appropriate, and I get it, guys. Benoit, what's the big deal? It's anime, bro. It's animation. It's all fictional. I know, but I get into a show because I truly want to put myself in the world setting. That's why it's weird for me to comment about high school girls' outfit and if their bikini is sexy. Anyway, but yeah. So for him, it's like a lot. You know what I mean? That's why he's like, don't touch me. But I bet as soon as he gets into the measuring his professional flow states, the mode of focus, tunnel vision, I'm sure all that skinship, physical contact, boy, girl, the gender difference, all that will just dissipate. It will melt away in his mind. It will just get into his game mode. Because we've seen that in episode 1 as well. Might be a rough start, but... He's like tremoring. Oh, so funny. Ah! Yo, Kirakawa is a freaking troll. But also, I do respect Gojo. Sure, he's very embarrassed and super duper shy. He's still not being perversive by like taking a peek, glancing her up and down, and looking at places where he shouldn't be, despite her eyes were closed. So he's not taking advantage of the situation. That speaks to how wholesome of a guy he is. Is he okay? I hope he didn't get concussion. Jeez. Nope. The butt called it. Just I mean, this whole situation is very scandalous, and it's, I mean, I get it. That's what the writers are writing, but what are the odds of this happening? I mean, I guess this could be every high school guy's dream, you know? Oh. Oh, okay, okay. I see. Okay, all right. Respect. He's. Whoa, game mode. Called it. Game mode. Let's go. His gaze changed. You see that? His gaze changed. There you go. Yep. Now he's in professional mode. Why? Whoa. Hmm? Hmm. Okay. It's where he sleeps. uh, bro, don't sweat on her feet. Is she pulling? Is she like doing method acting? Because that doesn't sound like her. I feel like she's going into the humiliation. Guys, I don't know that feel, dude, but I feel like she's enacting, embodying the Shizuka, whatever her name was from Slippery Girl 2. Is that why she's being like domineering, like dominating? Bro, what a day. This isn't this guys, this is Gojo just woke up. This is the beginning of his day, beginning to his day. How is he gonna have for the rest of his day, dude? Oh my gosh, he's gonna have back-to-back massive adrenaline crash since yesterday. What a trip for this guy. Oh, he finished. Okay. My bust? Oh, that means. Oh, okay. Moody does. Bro, she's like, why can't you do all of a sudden? Girl, he's been struggling since the beginning. He's mustered up as much professionalism as he could. Man, this is too much. Ah. Oh. This is a good comedic relief for me before I start my full day at the clinic. Man. Yes. It's gonna bounce. Oh no, okay. Concentrate. So much concentration. So much breathing techniques. You did it. Nice. Bro, she's like, oh, crossing like that must be really hard. Is your knee okay? You must be so tired physically. Girl, that's not the reason why he's struggling. Oh my gosh, she's so innocent and wholesome, I guess. She doesn't have lewd thoughts either. Good job. Bro, it's 무리です. Boob bag? What is that? It's literally a bag you put in front of your boobs? What the? Bro, he's gonna be shattered into pieces. Okay, I'm glad there's okay. All right, so this show is not all the way hentai des. Okay, there is a limit because bro, guys, gals, if she wore nipple patches for that, that would have been that's too much. I don't think I would have been able to finish the show, honestly speaking. So, whew, that was close. With the distance now he's imagining. I'm dead. I am freaking dead. It's true? Hmm? Bro, take it easy on yourself, my guy. You have never touched a girl, had a girl over to your house, let alone on in your bedroom, since that rejection with that girl with your childhood trauma. Give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. Any guys, let alone high school boys, in this situation would be off the bunkers, right? So give yourself some grace. Did he touch her? He touched her. My lord. He's literally thinking about combinations AC, the room is hot. Bro. Wow, professionalism. uh, Dude, is he bending over because he just got a boner? I think so. That's why he's bending over. This show is, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't blame him. Oh. The Grams walked in on him while he was watching Slippery Girls 2, which is what she asked him to watch to study for outfit measurings and just evaluation. And he's watching it in such a stoic, serious face. But the sounds, the moaning and all that. Bro, the Gramps is like, what the F? My grandson is watching porn and like jerking off. It looks so damn serious. He looks so serious watching porn and he's writing notes. Oh, it's too funny. All right. Anyway, there were some again fan services throughout the show and throughout the episodes, but I mean it, and I will keep watching because the core message is very, very wholesome. For us to fully be accepted by other people, we have to first accept ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's the same thing I said in episode 1, but that is a core message, and I really want to project that message into the messaging board for everyone to hear me loudly and clearly. You matter. You are worthy. We have to choose our own opinions about ourselves, whether it's our subject of interest, passions, hobbies, anything in between. Because if we do not care about ourselves first, why would anyone else ever do? It is our lives. Without further ado, as always, if you enjoy my analysis, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to support your favorite yapper, and so you don't miss out on the next episode. And join our Patreon and YouTube member family for early access and voting power if you want to participate in voting for the next series. As always, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, peace.